WrestleMania Backlash happened. Allergies have been destroying my throat for the past couple days. Let's see how well I can actually do this. Happened, and it was a show that happened. 5 matches are on the board for this premium live event, which is probably a medium live event, if we really want to be honest about it. Some things happened. A show was here. Let's get into this. Like and subscribe. Let's go. So, things kicked off with the U.S. Fatal 4-Way between Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest. And this is the last time I should honestly trust Wrestling X or Wrestling Twitter. Someone leaked the order lineup, and I thought Dom and Penta was going first. I come home from work, vent to the wife. I'm like, look, okay, it's Dom and Penta that's starting. I'm going to go. I'm going to get a shower. Come back out. Things will be fine. And I can afford to miss the first half of that match. I came out, and it was the 4-Way US that was starting. So I missed the first half of it and about the 15 minutes worth of entrances everybody got. This was a shoebox match. I'm going to be doing a lot of drinking through this video just to see how my voice holds up. Assuming there is much left. So, this was a shoebox match. This was an action figure match where you just go in, oh, Jacob Fatu, he's got LA Knight. Oh, he just flings him. Oh, Damian Priest runs in and now they're fighting. Oh, Jacob Fatu. And it's just, it's an action figure match. Big moves after big moves from the big lads in the spots. And it was really great. Jacob Fatu is a monster on the rise. He's the guy. Get this guy into an upper mid-card feud stat. Or have him win Money in the Bank. I mean, it's there. It's there. It's right in front of you, clear as crystal. Speaking of which, thoughts and pairs for Drew McIntyre, because Damian Priest gave him a South of Heaven. We can't call that a chokeslam because reasons. South of Heaven, through a table. Drew's head missed the table and right onto the floor. Triple H said he's fine, much like the NHL says somebody has an upper body injury and just leaves it at that. We'll just see where this goes. Please be okay, Drew. But finish of the match comes when Jacob Fatu is getting worked over by LA Knight. LA Knight puts him on an announce table. Out comes Solo Sikoa, pulls Fatu away. LA Knight pursues him and gets jumped by a man from the crowd, and I have no idea who that is. Apparently, Michael Cole was saying he's the biggest free agent in all of wrestling. Who? Oh, that's Jeff Cobb. Who? That's Jeff Cobb. He was in New Japan. Don't you know who he is? No. I don't watch New Japan. I don't have time for that. I have no idea who this guy is. Toss LA Knight back in the ring. Jacob gets the victory. 1, 2, 3. Jacob Fatu wins. And I believe we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end. This is all going to Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. But Jacob Fatu, he's going to outgrow that U.S. title sooner rather than later. Get that man going. Let's go to the next one, as it was Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyrie. And this was a really good match. This was really good between these two. It's the one match that probably cost a lot of people prediction contests because everything screamed Becky to win. And these two ladies went out there and had a great 19-minute match that felt like 10. Great false finishes, good reversals. Becky with really good, mean, angry mom faces like, And when the introduction, she's just, oh, I'm going to get that Lyra, who's just standing there like the child is just throwing a tantrum at Walmart, and she's just staring down that child who wants to yell at her, but can't because we're in public. Lyra, she is good at the women's wrestling. This was proven. I think she kind of got her face busted up at the end, but other than that, the finish kind of came out of nowhere, paying tribute to the RKO. I see roll up, reverse roll up, and Lyra wins. Okay, sure, fine. But because Lyra won, post-match assault, the beatdown, and we're moving on to the next stage of this. I'll agree with other wrestling YouTubers. Becky doesn't need the belt to really keep this rivalry going. I was wrong. Many others were wrong. Thought that Becky would have won this. Lyra chases her throughout the summer. But no. Becky just came out the next night and just continued to do a "you people" promo. And I'm better than all the women on the roster. And sure. Lyra wins. The feud must continue. Up next was Penta versus Dom Dom for the United States title. For the IC title. Not a bad match. Went about 9 minutes. But after 5 or 6 minutes, out comes Judgment Day. And I'm going to say this right now. Bleeper, get off the pot, WWE. All right, I'm done with this. Ooh, is Dom going to betray? Ooh, is he not? Is Finn going to do stuff? Is Dom going to do not? Something. I'm done with this. There's slow burns, and then there's snail's pace. We've been doing this crap for a while now. We know Finn took too long to get a chair. Judgment Day gets thrown out, and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, look, there's El Grande Americano. Wait, what? He headbutts Penta with his loaded mask. Frog splash by Dom Dom, and we're done here. Sure. This was an okay match. Dom's doing really great work. He's come along great in the past 2 years after going solo and going heel. The fans are going to push this face turn. It really seems like that's where we're going with Dom, which would be interesting, if nothing else. So let's move on to Pat McAfee versus Gunther. And this went for about 14 minutes. And okay, there are a lot of people who are split about this match. This was Gunther squashing Pat McAfee for 14 minutes. And I was not the biggest fan of Michael Cole being unbiased for the first time in his career. You liar. So he said he's full-blown cheerleader mode for Pat McAfee during this match. But once Pat gets slapped around for about 5 or 6 minutes, and he tried to leapfrog over the ropes but got his foot caught, which was fine. He also chose to wrestle in jeans, which is a choice. After 7 or 8 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes, it was just Cole going, "Come on, Gunther. Come on. You beat him up. Just pin him. Come on, Gunther. Just pin him." He was like the little brother. "Stop beating up my brother. Okay, you beat him up. You stop beating up my brother. I need to go home. Mom's making tuna sandwiches. Come on, Gunther. Just stop. Stop it already. Stop." God bless Wade Barrett, who is playing the best foil to Michael Cole in this. Anytime we can get Wade Barrett on commentary on pay-per-view is fantastic. Michael Cole got involved, nearly got powerbombed for his troubles. I honestly thought they were going to do it. But Michael Cole does interfere and holds Gunther's foot down during a pinfall. And watching this, I was going, no, they're seriously not going to do this. But Gunther was too strong to kick out. I think in an alternate timeline where Vince was still around, I think that's the finish. In an alternate Vince still running the WWE timeline, that's still the finish because he wants to swerve the Mox, bro. But Pat gets the tar beaten out of him. 2 sleeper attempts. puts McAfee down, and this match is mercifully brought to an end. I think it went on 3 or 4 minutes longer than what it had to. Gunther did the show of respect in his own way. But yeah, this was someone who was level 40 Paladin going up against a boss whose level 99 stats max do not approach. But after, you think this is going to continue? No. Gunther's right back into the title scene, claiming he's going to face the winner of Saturday night's main event between Logan Paul and Jey Uso. Yay. Speaking of, that got moved to Saturday night's main event. So Jey Uso is now getting the Rey Mysterio title run. If you know from 2006 or 2007. Go Google it. Or, for all you who are my age, Goldberg's 1998 WCW run. That's how they're treating him. He's an afterthought. It's a secondary title. And if you can't even get on a B show, what are you doing with the title? So it's main event o'clock, everyone, as the belt is on the line as John Cena takes on Randall Keith Orton, who's from St. Louis, don't you know? And this is the last time they're going after each other. Did you know John Cena and Randy Orton face each other 22 times? Did you know their first ever match together was in a Brian Pillman tribute show? Did you know these two have tagged together at least 13 times? Did you know the last time they competed against each other was 2018? Did you know Randy is from St. Louis and John Cena's from Boston? Did you know both of these came up from AEW? Thank you, WWE. I get it. It's a thing. I get it. So Randy Orton came out to his music. St. Louis sung along. And then out comes John Cena in the last time is now tour. He's in blue and gold. Nice tribute to the Blues. And John Cena just comes out annoyed and just cannot be bothered with to do this match. So, all right, I'm actually interested. Let's see where this goes. And they're doing rest chin locks 30 seconds in. And more chin locks. And stalling. And poking. And chin locks. And rest holds. Chin locks and rest holds. I was bored after the first 10 minutes. When are they going to get to the fighting? But, to quote Wrestle Talk, they were just storing up all their finishers. They just started finish spamming each other. AAs into RKOs, AAs. A really, really, really bad STFU. Please stop using that, John. It looks horrible. More AAs, RKO. AA onto a table, which doesn't break at first, but then collapses 15 seconds later. AA onto another table from Randy Orton. Ref bump, ref kick. Belt shot to the ref, he's down. RKO onto John. Visual 20 count, out comes officials and Nick Aldis. Randy's arguing with Nick Aldis. And Randy Orton does not have times for your good games, good sir, as RKOs to everyone. You get an RKO, you get an RKO, you get an RKO, you get an RKO, and is that JB Noble? You get an RKO. It was absolutely fantastic. It might have set a WWE record for most RKOs in one match. Randy gets one more RKO on John. In comes the ref, crawls in. 1, 2. John kicks out. Randy Orton sets up for the punt. He's got John all lined up in his sights. Stay on target, and in comes R-Truth. Okay, we know the joke. John Cena, his childhood idol, we know all that. Slides in. Randy gives him an RKO for good measure. Cena, boot to the balls, belt shot, 1, 2, 3, we're done. And John Cena wins the match. First half was boring. Second half was absolutely fantastic. And that was it. John did say, cut my music. I don't want music. I want competition. All right, let's all look to the tunnel. Who's going to come out and face John next? Who? You say something like that, it means something's going to happen. And credits come up, credit logo comes up. Okay, we're going to get somebody to face him. We're going to get somebody and scene. Fade to black, we're done. So that was it. We were done at 9:41. 2.5 hours, 5 matches, everything breezed by. The match itself between John and Randy was okay. And given the whole event, I was entertained. I was thoroughly sports entertained the entire time. It wasn't great. It didn't disappoint me. I knew what I was getting when I was going in. Glorified house match. That's exactly what this was. And this all sets a few things up for Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks. And then we go to Los Angeles next month for Money in the Bank. And then they showed during the show, we are going back to Saudi Arabia this year. Yay, Night of Champions in Riyadh, which got to keep plugging that Saudi stuff. And Women's Evolution 2 coming in July. So the wrestling calendar is going to start winding up again, as it'll be AEW's turn to get into the spotlight as we head into the summer. So that is it. In the words of Steve Dangle, thank you very much to everyone for watching. Like and subscribe. Got through this pretty well. See you next time, everyone.